Hello students, welcome to maths class. We are doing differential equations chapter, and in that exercise 8b we are doing now, right? So we are dealing with the variable separable methods. So in variable separable we have to separate the variables. X is one variable, y is another variable. You take all the x terms one side into dx and you take all the y terms into dy. Then you apply the integral for that. That is called the variable separable method. Okay, so we are dealing with the variable separable methods now. So now come to the first question. So this one. So what is it? Given equation is dy by dx. Actually they don't mention, just they will give solve this problem, right, or find the general solution for this problem. They don't mention you have to go for variable separable homogeneous method, like that they don't mention, right. You have to recognize if possibility is there, we can separate all the x terms one side into dx and all the y terms one side into dy. Then we have to go for variable separable method. Okay, so come on, this is, we can x into 2 log x plus 1 by sin y plus y cos y. Clearly x terms, y terms, right. So this side dy is there, dx is there. We can go for variable separable form. So come on, dy is there, so send all these y terms to this side and all x terms are here. That's why send this dx to that side. Dy by dx, all the y terms into dy, all the x terms into dx we have to write. So send dx this side so that all are x terms, and this is dy, so send these y terms to the other side. Then what happens? Your sin y plus y cos y, right, into dy is equal to, come on, now we can write this as, send the x inside, right, 2 into log x into x, right, plus x, right, x, sending x inside, right, 2 into log x into x or x into log x, next 1 into x into dx. So once x term separated, y term separated, you take the integral for that. Okay, so then you will have integral sin y dy plus integral y into cos y dy is equal to, whenever any integral constant is there we can write outside. So 2 into log x into x plus, right, into dx will be there for each and every term, x into dx. Okay, so now what is the formula for integral sin y? Standard form, right, it is minus cos y. Okay, plus, now you observe carefully, this is two terms we are having and it is product form. So there is one formula if we are having two functions, right, f of x into g of x dx, then we have to apply the formula as f of x integral g of x dx minus integral d by dx of f of x integral g of x dx whole dx. This is the formula when product form is there in integrals. In differentiation you got the product form. Similarly in integrals we got the product formula like this. Suppose two terms are there, f of x into g of x dx, then we have to take f of x integral g of x dx minus integral of d by dx of f of x integral g of x dx whole dx. And to decide this f of x and g of x functions, we have to follow one rule that is called eilate, right. What is the meaning of eilate? Means First inverse functions should come, next logarithmic functions should come, next algebraic functions come, next trigonometry functions comes, and last exponential functions comes. Inverse, all the functions which are having inverse, that is called inverse functions. Log x, log y, those are called the logarithmic functions, and algebra means the values in terms of x and y are called algebraic functions, and trigonometry means sine, cos, secant, cosecant are called trigonometric functions, and e to the power of x, e to the power of 2x, they are said to be exponential functions. So f of x, g of x should be in that order. So now observe, I said y and x are algebraic functions, right? So algebraic function comes, next trigonometry function comes. Check whether they are in the order or not. Yes, algebra, trigonometry. So we can take this as f of x and this as g of x. Now come to this side, log x is there, into x is there. So log x is a logarithmic function, and x, I said algebra, x terms, y terms are called algebraic functions. So logarithm is there, algebra is there. This is also in the order only. Okay, so come on, now apply that formula. This is f of x, this is g of x. Integral f of x into g of x dx is equal to that formula we have to apply. So y into f of x into integral g of x cos y dy minus, here dy is there, that's why we will take dy. So next d by dy of y integral cos y dy whole dy. Okay, so is equal to 2 into, again same thing, you consider this as f of x, this as g of x. So come on, f of x log x integral g of x means x dx minus integral of d by dx of log x, right, integral x dx whole dx, right, plus integral x dx is x square by 2. Okay, so now come on, how we can take this value is equal to minus cos y plus y into integral cos y dy is sin y. Okay, minus d by dx of x is 1, same thing, d by dy of y is 1. Okay, and integral cos y is sin y dy. Okay, so this dy, integral cos y dy is sin y and dy. Okay, so is equal to 2 into log x, right, and this one, this can be taken as x to the power of 1. So it belongs to the standard formula integral x to the power of n, x to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. So it is x square by 2, right, minus d by dx of log x is 1 by x, right, and again it is nothing but x square by 2 plus x square by 2. Okay, so next implies minus cos y plus, open the brackets, y sin y. Otherwise next step also you can open the brackets, minus, and integral sin y, 1 into sin y is sin y, integral sin y dy is minus cos y, so minus cos y. Okay, so is equal to 2 into log x into x square by 2 minus 1 by 2 common, 1x cancel, integral x dx, okay, plus x square by 2. Again x dx means x to the power of 1. Okay, so up to here bracket is there. So next is equal to minus cos y plus y sin y, minus of minus cos, right, cos y is equal to, we can take this as 2 into log x into x square by 2, opening the brackets, right, minus here 2 into 1 by 2, and what is the integral x to the power of 1? It is x square by 2 plus x square by 2. Once all the integrals over, we have to write plus c. Okay, so here 2 cancel, and minus x square by 2 plus x square by 2 also cancels. Here also 2 cancel. Here minus cos y plus cos y cancel. So your answer is y into sin y is equal to, what is the value? It is x square into log x, right, plus c is the answer of your question. Okay, so y into sin y is equal to x square into log x plus c is the answer of this question. So you should be careful while dealing this problem. So we applied the product form, right, in this problem. So whenever two terms are multiplying inside the integral, right, we have to take integral f of x into g of x dx is equal to f of x integral g of x dx minus integral of d by dx of f of x integral of g of x dx whole dx, right. So where we used, see, this is the problem. So if you observe downwards, all are y terms. In upwards, in numerator, we are having all x terms. In denominator, we are having all y terms. And this side we are having dy, this side dx. So send all y terms to this side. Here dividing, if you send this side, it will multiply into dy, and bring this dx to this side. Y means already all the x terms are there. Once variables are separated, you take the integral. Then you take integral separately, integral sin y dy plus integral y into cos y dy is equal to 2 into integral log x into x dx plus integral x dx. Okay. So this is standard formula. Integral sin y dy is minus cos y. Now come to here. This is, we are having product of two terms. One is y and another one is cos y. So y, x, all these terms are called algebraic terms, and cos, tan, ratios, they are trigonometric functions. So algebra, trigonometry. While deciding this f of x and g of x, we have to follow the order of that sentence. Isolate, right? First inverse should come, next logarithm should come, next algebra, next trigonometry, last exponential. E to the power of x, e to the power of 2x, e to the power of 3x are called exponential functions. Okay, so now if you observe here, algebraic function, trigonometric function. So algebra, trigonometry, so they are in the order. Now come this side, come to this side, it is log x into x. Log x means logarithmic terms and x means algebraic terms. So logarithmic term, algebraic term, again it is also in your form, f of x into g of x. So now apply the formula. So integral f of x into g of x is equal to f of x integral g of x dx. Suppose function is in terms of x dx, suppose function is in terms of y dy. Okay, minus integral of d by dx of f of x. So d by dy of y integral, next g of x dx whole dx, but here all terms are in terms of y, so that's why dy dy. Okay, this side you will get the same thing, f of x integral g of x dx minus integral of d by dx of f of x integral of g of x dx whole dx. Okay, and integral x to the power of 1, x means we can take x to the power of 1, so it is x to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1 x square by 2. Then here integral cos y is sin y and d by dy of y is 1 and integral cos y is sin y dy. Next here integral x to the power of 1 is x square by 2 minus integral d by dx of log x is 1 by x, and integral x to the power of 1 dx is x square by 2, okay, plus x square by 2. Okay, so next minus cos y, y sin y, and integral sin y is minus cos y, minus of minus plus cos y. Next here it is 1 by 2 is taken outside and 1x is cancelled, so only 1x will be there, integral x into dx. So integral x to the power of 1 into dx is nothing but x square by 2. So this, open the brackets, this 2 comes for this as well as for this, 2 will get cancel, and its formula x to the power of n is x to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1, so x square by 2. So after cancelling 2 and 2, this is minus x square by 2, this is plus x square by 2, both will get cancel, and here cos y minus cos y cancel, so you will get your answer. Okay, so that is your first question. So which formula we applied? The product form. While taking the product form, to decide which term should be taken as f of x, which term should be taken as g of x, we have to follow the rule of isolate. Right, isolate means first we have to take inverse, right, next logarithm, next algebra. I represents inverse functions, L represents logarithmic functions, and A represents the algebraic functions. All the terms in terms of x and y are called algebraic functions, and all the sine, cos, cosec, secant, right, these ratios are called trigonometric functions, and any equation, any values in terms of e to the power of x, e to the power of 3x are called exponential functions. Okay, so like that we have to check, we have to take our f of x and g of x. So here we are having algebra and trigonometry. Check it whether they are in the order. Yes, first algebra comes, then trigonometry. So we can take this as f of x, this as g of x. Here we got log x into x, same thing, logarithm term comes first and algebra. So check it whether it is in the order. Yes, so it follows the rule. You consider this as f of x, this as g of x. Okay, so that thing, mainly product form we used in this problem, and while taking the product form, to decide f of x and g of x, we have to follow isolate rule, right. I represents, once again I represents inverse, L represents logarithmic functions, A represents algebra, and T represents trigonometry, E represents exponential function. Okay, so now come to the second question. What is your second question? It is dy by dx. Find the general solution of, this is 2 marks question. Find the general solution of dy by dx is equal to 2y by x. Okay, so same thing, we have to take y terms and dy and x terms into dx. dy is this side, so bring your y term this side. So here it is upwards, if you take this side, right, it will comes downwards into dy is equal to 2 into 1 by x, send dx that side, y terms into dy, x terms into dx. That should be the pattern of your variable separable method. So once variables are separated, you apply the integrals, right. So you know it, what is this? Integral 1 by y dy is equal to, it is log y is equal to 2 is constant, take outside, so integral 1 by x dx is equal to, it is 2 log x. Once all the integrals over, we have to take the integral constant. If all values are in terms of log, I said while dealing the integrals, integral constant also should be taken in terms of log only. So it is log c. Okay, so that's why it is log y is equal to, here there is one formula, m log a is equal to log a to the power of m. Okay, so there is one formula, it is in that form, m log a. So you can take that as log x square plus log c, right. Again there is one formula, what is that? Log m plus log n is equal to log m into n. Okay, so it is log of x square into c. Okay, so log m plus log n is equal to log m into n. This is the formula. So this is your log y. Okay, so y is equal to x square c is the log cancel. That is the answer of your problem. 2 marks problem. Just separate the variables, right, and then apply the integral. Once variables are separated, y terms into dy, x terms into dx, take the integral. After that, one thing you have to remember, whenever all values are in terms of log, we will take the integral constant also in terms of log. Generally, after the completion of integrals, we will write plus c. But in this problem, if all values are in terms of log, we will take the constant also in terms of log only. Instead of c, we will take log c here. After that, we applied 2 formulas in logarithm, right? One is m log a can be written as log a to the power of m, right? Then log m plus log n is equal to log of m into n formula. So y is equal to x square plus c is the answer of this question. So find the general solution of this question. They will ask like this for 2 marks. And for the first question, solve this equation. Solve the differential equation. So be careful, in this problem we have taken the product form, isn't it? Formula of product form in a integral. If 2 terms are multiplying, right, then we have to go for this formula. Once again, integral f of x into g of x dx is equal to f of x integral g of x dx minus integral of d by dx of f of x integral g of x dx whole dx. This dx is for whole. That is the formula for product form. Then which function should be taken as first function, which function should be taken as second function. That means which value has to be taken as f of x, which value has to be taken as g of x, means we have to follow the rule isolate, right? So if 2 terms are there, we have to check whether they belongs to inverse function or logarithmic function, algebraic function, trigonometric function, exponential function. They have to follow the rule. First comes inverse, then comes logarithm, then comes algebra, then trigonometric functions, then comes exponential function. Okay, so in integrals, in product form, to decide which value has to be taken as f of x, which value has taken as g of x, we have to follow the rule isolate. Okay, so in this problem you are having algebra and trigonometry. Yes, algebra comes first, then trigonometry. So we can take this as f of x, this as g of x, and here it is log x into x, right? So logarithmic function, algebraic function. So in isolate logarithmic function and algebraic function, it is in the order. So you can consider this as f of x and this as g of x. Okay, so they are in the order. Sometimes they will give x log x, then we have to take log x as f of x as g of x. Okay, so before taking the product, we have to check with that rule and decide which should be taken as f of x and which should be taken as g of x. Okay, so and second question is very simple. So just y term is there, x term is there. So take y term into dy, x terms into dx, then apply the integral. That is our variable separable form. Just separate the x terms into dx, y terms into dy, then apply the integral and apply your normal integration formulas. You will get your solution. Okay, so practice these problems perfectly. That's all for today. Have a nice day.